Hello, welcome back to Voidor. So I was trying out a few different builds and I think we'll do a Nurgal build. Now for the Nurgal build we'll need the wit, of course, which is very strong, but sadly he lacks the equipment slots to do anything interesting, to be honest. And since there is no weapon that gives him oxygen, I guess you'll never be able to board on the enemy ship. So he'll be more like a commander that is the guardian of our own vessel. Vessel has a pretty cool name, Quinton. Come on, give me a name that is disgusting. Vicious, okay. Now the idea is that if you want to do a Nurgal build, well, you only have two choices, sadly, and that will be the Relic Freighter. And I tried playing with the Apostles of Decay, but the problem with their skill is that they need 10 seconds before they summon the Blood Might into the enemy room, and in 10 seconds their weapons will be fully charged almost, and that means you'll take a lot of damage, and I couldn't stop the ship from taking damage. I think this is also, I guess it's pretty playable as it is, because you do poison and he summons rot spawns which do poison damage, but I think I'll prefer the Oblivion Cruiser. Because it's more in tone with it. Now you might think, well, the Warblends, no, we'll not play with that. By the way, look at how cool this ship looks particularly. I mean, how horrible with the spikes and everything. Nothing is symmetrical. This one is even worse because it seems like it's growing stuff on it. Now, the idea is that his skill is instant, and this is very good because you instantly summon 3 enemies on the enemy ship, 3 allies on the enemy ship, and that means they get 1 more DPS and 10 more HP, which is wonderful. Now, the problem with the Disruptor, well, I guess I can take down their shields, and then with the Harper I can take out their weapons, but it will be hard because we're playing on Torment 6. Okay, so let's see if this will have any chances of success. Cycles and weapons, yes please. Oh, I can hit all 3 shops like that? Well, I guess I cannot resist the temptation. And we can also just use the poison, so we'll summon the ghouls, the rot spawns in those rooms. No, summon them over. Oh, we'll summon them there, and then we'll send that over there. Because I want, first of all, the chest. Look at that, the little rot spawns have 15 HP, 3 damage, plus they're immune to the poison, and they spawn toxic gas. And they slow nearby enemy crew on death, so that means poison and a lot of other cool stuff happening all the time. Shield, and this will be aimed towards the weapon. Now the problem with the Disruptor is that it's much slower than the other weapons, but the Harper doesn't joke around. What? What? No. No cowards are allowed here. Yeah, but still, as you can see, after the initial wave of rot spawns is destroyed, there's not much you can do with them. Yeah, but for Nurgal, we'll try it. Yeah, this is one of those ships that has a good gimmick, but it needs more of everything. I can insist more on the poison, but I think it's just better to insist more on the summons. For scavengers. Or I can just use the Harpers on systemless rooms. So should I go for that? Yeah, we'll go for that as well. I mean, in this game you have to go for the greedy builds, otherwise you'll never have enough of anything. This is probably a raider clan. What did we get? We got a weapon. Yes, I love it when I get a weapon. What I'm counting on. And I guess he also needs a Psyker spell. Most likely it'll have to be a teleport spell or another ghoul summon spell. think it's a little better to put the poison over there first of all, because that will be easier for them to increase their DPS. But because this is difficulty 6, they barely make a dent. I'm not really used to having a ship without sensors. We're kind of playing blind here and it's scary. Oh, those misses, yeah, that 10% miss really hurts. Come on, ability, go faster. Those might cause vicious fires on my ship and I'll never know it. Oh, those guys are the commandos. Wow, that's super strong for an initial zone. Yeah, let's see what ordnance we can scrounge up in here. Demon Lance. Are you joking me? Are you telling me I got the best stuff I wanted from the beginning of the game? Well now, the Demon Lance is actually one of the best items in the game if you can find a few lances. Because you can just get a lot of crew members, and if you can get the Purify, I guess this is why the Purify Paladin Commander is so great, because you can just use Purify and I think you'll be able to deny this 50% depletion of the HP. Even so, imagine a lance doing about 20 HP. That's hard to compete with. I think I'll choose this one, Terminus Bands. Placement bomb. Acid. Okay, this is good. Well, I think the problem with the acid is that yeah, the acid doesn't do all damage. That means it will not disable anything. Why is the Fury missile costing 2? Because it charges up instantly. Oh no, this does also some hull damage. I guess I should take the missiles as fast as possible. Wait, are you telling me I'm missing a single point of scrap to get the missile bay? Can I sell one of the crew members? Can I sell a demon or something? Also, I have to find the sensors. Oh man, sometimes this game is so horrible. Why one? Why? I missed by one. Could have made the game so much easier for me. Okay, whatever. We'll play the hard game then. No sense in crying. I guess the same as before. They lose a lot of damage, they lose a lot of health, I mean, because that's basically 9 DPS plus the whatever the poison is doing. And when they destroy someone, it will actually kill them instead of the of my forces, yeah. I smell something burning on my ship. Is it burning on their ship? Oops. I hate it. Equipment or ordnance. I'll just assume. Where is the fire? Yeah, I found the fire. It doesn't get much better than this. Oh, the fire is spreading. Where is the fire? The answer is everywhere. This is why you need a sensor room. I think the ship can open... Oh no, the airlocks are all the way over there. Kinda forget that I can summon the rod spawns, but I cannot do anything. Great. Are you telling me a single fire can kill the ship? That's horrible. What was that? Why? I was so disappointed by this turn of events. Everything was going okay, and then I realized, oh. Do they need to breathe? I would say they need to breathe. Man, this is the best thing I could find with the Terminus Band. Terminus Band and Obscene Organ is just delightful. There's no way to end this. I guess only if I can destroy the other door. Yeah, I just didn't get enough crew. I guess they might... If they die, they might... No, I should have summoned them faster, because if they die on the fire... They will put the fire out, because that... What a stupid yeah, the developers need to probably rebalance some of the stuff, because look at what I just noticed. I cannot shut the door, so that means... Yeah, it's a restart. Nothing I can do about it. I guess that's how the game goes sometimes, because the game is super imbalanced, and this is one of the reasons the developers have to look at stuff like this again, because fire is almost unkillable if you have no sensor room. Kind of upset about this, but yeah, that's how the game goes on this difficulty sometimes. I guess I just got a bit unlucky. I couldn't control the fire in time, and the fire was just spreading, and yeah, that's such a bad design of the ship, to be honest. I think they should let you do something with the design of the ships as well. Let's go like this. I cannot believe it. I had the perfect start, and then that happened. I guess that's how the game... Sometimes you don't have a perfect start, sometimes the game just plays you. Hit again. I definitely think you should notice when you know, you have excessive heat on the ship, even if you don't have sensors. You know, I'm a bit upset. On the fire. Are you telling me the fire is spreading yet again? No. Okay, this ship is impossible to play with because of the lack of the sensors. What were the developers thinking? If a ship doesn't have sensor, that means you'll die to the fire instantly. And this is the weakest crew against it, so I guess you do kill warp demons with fire. Kinda funny. Okay, so if I'm going to play like this, on this difficulty, I just need to hit 2 recruitment centers. Or weapons and recruitment centers, otherwise I'll not have even the smallest chance. Oh. Okay, let's re-roll a little bit. Because I think that will be the biggest problem with a ship like this. Oh well, lesson learned. But sometimes you cannot beat RNG, and that's going to be a bigger problem as we're advancing with the difficulties. I don't care about the gases. And I guess this will be a very heavy psyker build. Yeah, without the terminus bands, this is so much weaker. Will just be very weak against their missiles. Oh well. Hopefully there is no fire. I like gases actually. But I bet they don't like the gases. Another problem is that if they don't defend, there's not much I can do about it. I'll just have to wait until they go to the patients. Yikes, so I don't... yeah, this will not work. I think the difficulty is just too advanced for this. I just need too much good RNG to make this work. That's a very tiny weapon room, to be honest. That's a fall. They are summoning stuff on my ship as well. Yeah, the lack of crew is so obvious on this difficulty when the enemy crew start to become stronger. Oh, my eyes. No, 12 scrap, that's nothing. Let me get 14 scrap by destroying their ship. That's exactly what I thought I would get, 14 instead of 12, and I was right. Give me the demon lens module. But I didn't get any scrap, so I guess this vendor is going to be a very hard justify one. Elder Blood Mage would be great if I had some money. I put all of these blood psychers over here. Nothing is really that interesting. I guess I'll just take him for the extra crew. This is not even good as extra crew because they're so low HP. I guess we just have very slow zombies. They cannot do anything. This will try to make the doors tougher. And we'll also get the husk. The husk is stronger than our little demons. Because I need someone that can repair on the weapon. Okay, transport vessel might be a good idea. Okay, launching the stinkiness. 28 scrap, that's great. Now it starts to go very, very long for us. Oh, wow, that stupid shield covered it. Okay, I guess I just need to spread out my poisons. But what would... One of them is surely in the captain room. We just have to survive until he gets the spell back. That will hurt. Okay, so there's one alive in there. Where is the rest of the stuff? Okay, that was not bad. Okay, this one is a little better. I cannot believe fire. Of all of the things, fire. I just need all of the scrap I can get. Check it out. Yes, 130 scrap. That's actually better than some of the other difficulties I got. Graphic carabine. I think I'll buy all of that. Imperial Citizens is also pretty useful. The servo husk, okay. But, oh yeah, these guys don't repair very fast, so I guess they're useless to me. Can send them to board on demon ships. Yeah, there's no point. I just have to buy more repair items. Wait, the recruit can use a weapon, right? I guess somehow the husk and this guy will be my strongest allies. Okay, so spread them around. I guess this is good in a way because the more vulnerable rooms will be managed by someone else. Oh boy. Storm. Iron Storm is not that bad. Okay, this is working somewhat, but I can still see a lot of problems with it. I think if they die and create poison gas, that only refreshes the duration of the gas, doesn't make it stronger or anything. I guess instead of a sensor, we just have people all over the ship. Well, I guess it does look like a very, very demonic ship. And 28 scrap. You know what, I'm feeling very generous today. Board the ship gravity way. Oh. Stop giving me junk items, game. This is good. This is super good. Okay, now it's just giving me all of the stuff I would really, really like to have. I guess I can use that as... Nah. There is literally no point. I might as well just sell that stuff. Minor crew damage. Yeah, I think this is the only thing that will help me. non-summoning. Oh yeah, the hate matrix with a ship full of blood mages. I am not playing with the blood mages because I think they are way too easy on this difficulty, and I might like it too much because imagine you had the hate matrix and you're just shooting 10 damage worth of bolts, and then you suddenly upgrade that to 20 damage. Just win by default almost. I would really like to have the antimatter bomb. The antimatter bomb will simply delete enemy ships at some point. But it uses 4 munition and I don't have the ammunition. I want both of these, but I can barely afford the corpse effigy. At least we have something going for us right now. I guess this is how the rest of the game will be. Very sad. Imperial, Blood Cult. We have to take at least one exclusion zone, otherwise we'll not win. Oh, okay, so this is actually very good. Yeah, I'll play a little more. Because we're actually kind of having a build right now. Disrupt the shield, destroy that, and then... Okay, just put smoke everywhere, put gas and poison stuff anywhere. They can usually kill a crew member in there enough to damage the weapons, and then it will be very hard to repair. Yeah, the corpse effigy is actually a great thing if you can inflict poison. It didn't actually save their station, did I? I hear enemies dying. It's great. Fire gets me all the time. Come on, how many of them are there? It's so hard to play without sensors. Yeah, let's send our eyes on the enemy ship. Oh, I think there's only one left or two left. 20 scrap electromol. I don't think we'll be playing a lot of boarding action. And we'll take the electromol because it might be useful for some things. Fire, my worst enemy. Do I hear burning? Okay, this is just borderline PTSD. Do I hear burning? Do I hear something? We'll play the same thing. It's kind of boring. It's really boring. Something is cooking and it's us. Oh, the fire was in my most important room. Yeah, this guy should be immune to... This guy should be immune to fire and don't need oxygen. Well, I guess they should be immune to oxygen requirements. Otherwise they're not very good. Oh, I guess the meteors are helping us somewhat. Send in the boys. Send in the boys, the bloaty boys. Who are they going to bore me with? This is silly. A husk. Yeah, I need a terminus band, otherwise we'll have a lot of problems surviving armor or weapons. Weapons, always. might have underestimated how good a disruptor is. I'm starting to enjoy it. What do you mean combat husks? Well, they destroyed everything super fast. Minion. It was not even a contest. At least they're trying their best. Well, that's a huge loss. I repair that as well. Now you see why I always played with the cybernetic commander, because of the repair speed, the resistances to various things and some other stuff as well. A war pick, that's not bad. I actually had people who could use it. It's kind of like walking the red carpet until the command room, that's for sure. To be honest, I think there's no way you can win with stuff like this on difficulty tier 6. You need to be super lucky. Look at how much money I made. Use engine. I cannot afford anything substantial, to be honest. Immune to poison, hooray for that. Twisted hammer is not bad. Well, I'll buy the blessed hammer and... that's about it. I cannot do much else. The tool. Well, I'll tell you what, it's worth buying. No. So let's try a little more. If this fails, I think that means I have to play with something else. It's super hard to do it. Oh, a game. I think this is usable. I like the Zenith Blade, but it feels like it's much too weak. So if I kill 3 enemies, that's almost all of the DPS bonus. Give it a go. Okay. I will try some cool stuff. But teleporting to random rooms is not going to work, sadly. Okay, maybe you can make this work. Maybe. Otherwise it's just a cool little thingy. Wait, it said intruders. That's so mean using fire. An aberrant, okay. Okay, weird. I guess Nurgal is not very good over here. Or maybe I'm playing this very, very wrong. Can also be the option or the case. I miss my boarding. Where is he? Oh, he's over there, okay. Why there is... Oh. The fire is going to annoy me to no end. Need proper firefighters. Also, what are you trying to tell me? Are you trying to tell me that one big fire creates three fires, three smaller fires? That's insane. Well, so much for the boarding. Also the minuses. The minuses are too much, I guess. Wait, he counts as a demonic enemy as well. He does get the bonus from the obscene organ, so I guess he's somewhat good then. I don't have anything better, and I'm not really fighting against demons. Ah, that's okay. I guess you have to go for the ship repair, to be honest. I should have the option to get scrap over here. I guess they wanted, so scrap is something you get from fighting only. Not going there. Okay. Same rules, same stuff applies. Yeah, I just cannot fight against the fire reliably. That miss hurt so much. I guess the enemies just have too many upgrades on them at this point for me to actually do anything about it. A good thing we have a decent weapon. Okay, that's such a strong combo with the corpse effigy, but oh no. Just don't have anyone to fight the fires with. It's incredible. Actually super low HP. That's the weapon room. Not even with all of that gas are we able to do anything. No, I forgot to target the zombies on the chest. Well, I guess I have to use this and hope we get lucky. Soulstorm or scrap. Soulstorm, sadly. Oh, that would have been such a big miss. Oh boy, the fire is horrible on this ship. And he died as well because I was not even paying attention. How are you supposed to see the fire and put it out in time? Yeah, this is impossible to play with. Fire is just invincible with this ship and this layout. Oh, did we win? I think we won. Did we win? I don't know, let's just shoot it a couple of more times to be sure. Yeah, okay, we're finally getting some scrap. Really, the only psyker I have is him. I feel better now. Now I could... I have to do it. So what does this thing even do? It pierces the shields and it does slow crew in, but it slows the entire crew, including my own, but it pierces the shield. Minor crew damage, I'm sure. I don't know, let's see how minor that is, and I would have really loved to have more psychers with Noxious Blast. I don't even have munitions, okay. How am I even going forward with this nonsense? It feels like we shouldn't be surviving for this long anyway. I would really have liked to have some of this stuff. I'm just getting a bit unlucky. Where is all of the good crew I would get normally? Get me out of here. That was so horrible, and if I'm going to do well in the exclusion zone, I would have needed more stuff. So let's go and fight the demon ships, why not? I'm sure we're prepared for the demon ships. Oh, there's the gore shrine. I don't think that's for us. I guess, yeah, this is one of those runs where I need more stuff. Boy. And everyone. He's going to die. Is that door not closing? Hey, that's actually a pretty big one. But I cannot see what's actually happening on the enemy ship. But it can pierce 2 shields, that means... Wait. So it does 10 damage and it slows everyone down. That's pretty good, I might add. Yeah, too bad. Yeah, the problem is the commander has to do everything on his own. So yeah, he has to run all over the place. Oh, that's a very big head he has. Ouch, that hurts me more than it hurts them. Okay, so this will work as long as they don't try to bore me, as long as they don't try to resist, as long as they don't try anything, this will work. I'm even going to attack. I also need the missiles. Where are the missiles? Gore Shrine. I don't even think I can defeat that, to be honest. Yeah, we'll take it to the bitter end. It's a fun attempt, though. I guess there's not much we can do. I guess I really have to practice more on these difficulties, because that's the big difference. And whatever they do, I think they'll always manage to at least destroy a little bit of the room. The same thing. It actually boarded the only room where I can defend. Skill booster, that's bad. I think I cancelled before we even shot the thing. Such a cheap tactic. Yeah. Good luck getting any crew on this difficulty. Under 10. We're limping on and on. Yeah, I guess it's fun to see also when I'm losing and what happens. Is them. Attack the warship, obviously. Why? I don't know. So bad. Yeah, I'll change the tactic a little bit. I'll try to use the Soulstorm first, but charge time 20 seconds. Nah, it's not worth it. Come on, fire your bolts. Oh, that's a big Blood Knight over there. Well, not much I can do against him, just to try and annoy them with very bad repairs. Why do I have to reactivate this? What happened? I cannot believe I'm surviving to only one shield. Yeah, this is not working very well for me, because by the time you have to first use the zombies and then finish the stuff. Okay. At least that guy said, that's not a Blood Knight, that's a Chaos Knight. At least the Chaos Knight is having a lot of fun killing all of these zombies. His kill count is way off the chart. He killed probably, I don't know, what, 6 of them? All of them? 6 or 9? I think he died. Okay, the ship also got destroyed. This is a great loadout for the first level of the game, or the second. Okay, now I have... He stinks, by the way. I think I did this mission again, and it seems to have the same stuff. I guess poison will heal them, so that's great for them. Oh, look at, wow, look at the energy. The poison increases their speed, it heals that guy. At least someone is happy. The Magus is toast. Demonic. But it should still slow down the repairs. Yeah, we lose a lot of HP with this one. But hey, at least we can try. Yeah, that, ouch, that hurts a lot. I guess if you don't get enough summoners, you'll have basically no chance of winning, and all of my upgrades went into very bad things. I guess I didn't get much of an upgrade either way. Couldn't afford the missiles at any point of the run. Yeah. This is very hard, it's almost impossible because of all of these problems. At least if we had the sensors, at least we'd have a chance. Just too reliant on this guy, and this guy is super slow to the point where he cannot do anything. Yeah, let it rest, it's not going to work. The ship just has too many defects. The sensors being the biggest defect, and then you need missiles, and then you need some other stuff as well. How are you even supposed to do this? The obscene organ is great, but that's about the only thing that matters. Okay, let's try a new approach, and I'll put it in this episode because I don't want to end it on such a bad note. Main menu. Oh, this commander is so bad. It's so niche. For the first levels of the difficulty, it can be very good, but after that, it falls apart so fast. Nothing beats passive bonuses. I think is the problem. Mutant Witch. Let's try again the Cyber Fused, because I'm starting to really enjoy the Cyber Fused. Yeah, let's try the Demolisher rounds build, because I loved it so much. I guess what kind of a build is this? I don't know, it's a build. It's the build where anything can happen. Let's try it. Spiker is over there, that's there. No. I'm going to still try to get a good boarding team for the beginning. Oh wow, I can refuse it. Yes, okay, I like it. Oh, you're trying to attack me. Well, good luck with that. Virus. Watch this, watch this. 5% chance to miss and he missed. One is in trouble, relax. Just the skeletons. The Graviton just does what? Does hull damage, okay. I'll let the Doom effigy deal with it. The Doom effigy is not dealing with it. Just went into that room and moved away, that's so silly. Okay, so we disabled our weapon, we couldn't use the lance, so basically this is a disaster. We can stun them, we can prevent that from being repaired, but it's too late for that. The whole point was to get the lance hit, to be honest. Skeletons are not that bad, to be honest. It's 3 damage, reduce enemy DPS by 1, immune to suffocation, poison and fire. The skeletons are actually some of the best units in the game, considering how weak they should be or how weak they could be. Are you joking me? So are you telling me you missed both of the shots? That's so sad. Wow, this is such a strong ship and it just got overridden by something this week. I'm so tempted to just teleport over there with my commander and finish the job. Just stun them. If you can stun them on the fire, that's even better. The MVP is this guy, the Doom effigy. Okay, this will not work. Just need better stuff in the beginning. That was almost a disaster. This is how it should be. You use the lance, you breach the room, you make it unable to be repaired, and then you also stun the enemies that go and try and repair it. This is a disaster for the enemies. Because now they cannot repair and they're in a whole lot of trouble. I guess we can also just destroy the oxygen supply past the door over there. I don't want to take any chances with that. weapon. Just look at this, they don't have oxygen in most of their ship. But you have to time this because it's 9 versus 10 seconds, and for that 1 second they are off tune, and that is enough time for their thingy to work. I'm just lazy. To time them properly. Oh, now you give me summoners, this is so annoying. So the Ghoul Magus can have random spells, I guess. What do you mean you can summon a Blood Might? You, a ghoul. 10 scrap can summon a Blood Might. That's super strong, I'll take it. Good. Could use a Soul Barrage. Mind Control spell. It's tempting. Maybe later. Why is the game giving me such cool stuff? Also, where can I hide them so they never get spotted? I guess I'll hide both of them in the sensor room. That's 1, and that will be 2. 5. I'm probably underestimating the Ghoul Magus. I didn't even realize it could get probably all the spells. Just very weak to anything. That. And then you can summon the Blood Might over there. Not sure what caused that fire, I don't know. Then with the other energy lance hit, just destroy everything. Look at them struggling to get oxygen, I love it. The Blood Might. It doesn't need oxygen, does it? Yeah, it doesn't need oxygen. It's just the cherry on top of this stupid cake of destroying, and yeah, this is such a strong combo against enemies that actually care about their doors, but it's also good against enemies that don't care about the doors because you can just teleport and go wherever you want. You have a commander that can walk. If replace this with that, I think I should just replace it, it will be much better. Yeah, let's play. Okay, this is much better. As you can see, you have a much better chance with this build. Oh, that will smash all of the doors. And that will be on the weapons. Yeah, it's much easier to use my mouse because this way I don't get anything mixed up. No, they cannot repair the weapons. That's such a strong debuff, but I guess it has a long cooldown. Now there's no oxygen on any room. This is how it's supposed to go, just like that. So it doesn't matter what they have on the ship or module. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten that, now that I think about it, because I don't have anyone that can purify. Oh well, it's your mistake in action. I'll get that one, just use the mouse. Oh jeez. That's a lot of health you just lost. Wow, look at the enemy. I guess if I can get that circadian system that upgrades your healing to 30% per jump, it might be better. That makes fighting so much faster. It's for YouTube, don't worry. I choose this specifically for YouTube, otherwise I probably would have never tested something like this. We have a machine slave. In case you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to set up for the final part of the game in a way. Okay. The weapons will be destroyed, that will be destroyed, that's for the shield. Would have been an instant kill. I guess the lances missing is a big problem. That ship had barely any health left. Did it take their HP? I think it did take their HP. What does it say? Oh, each lance shot, not each lance hit. I thought it was hit. That's so bad. Pay. They asked for me to pay money and then they just left. That's so weird. I don't think we can need the lance hit over here. No, I'm uninstalling this upgrade as soon as we jump next time. I guess the problem is that it's too weak, and if it misses you lose so much HP. Oh. It sounds good on paper, but very bad in practice. Mostly because we can miss. Nah, too far away. And the Imperial Complex. That goes there, that goes there. Shields will be down. I like how they're trying to repair this. I guess the AI is stupid and doesn't realize it cannot do anything over there. Yeah, this is kind of like the perfect starter ship in a way, for this difficulty at least. That was fun with the thingy. Teleport self. I already have a teleport self. Yes, please. Yes, the tech. What? I don't have anyone. I have nothing. All the cooldowns. Minus 15 HP. That's what I like to see. Okay, that's on fire. Okay. Yeah, I think if you have two of these, the Hex Priest, the game will be so much easier. I have to remember to get some of them. Plus there are Tech Priest, which count, or Machine Priest, which counts for a lot of events. Yeah, I guess I got very lucky with the Ghoul Maguses. That was kind of a low payoff, but I needed the money anyway. Check it out, a heavy disruptor, still a little... Cannot win that. I should probably also focus on the enemy ship. Don't have anything to attack that scavenger with. That's so sad. That's even sadder when he teleported out of the room. Ouch. Yeah, it's hard to play like this, but I guess this is the only guy that is not gear dependent because of all of the other skills he has. This is never useful, to be honest. Maybe disruptor. Yeah, let's just go to our Battle Brothers and hope for the best. I like this husk and Gene soldiers. Fleshling. This is some of the worst stuff I've seen in a very long time. On friendly ghoul on kill. I think I have had enough of the friendly ghoul on kill. Actually, maybe just leave it on our ship. It's not the best, it's not the worst. I guess I can use this, sort of. Okay, let's go to the next area. I guess it's also pretty fun experimenting with these ships as well. Oh, an exclusion zone. We might regret this. So far away. I think I'll go for the missiles. The only thing I have not been really playing around with is the missiles. I've rarely gotten them in the beginning. So go like that. Weapons again. The shields, the captain. It's also so helpful. This guy summons 2 skeletons. Could also just take a peek. Let's destroy their oxygen supply, so that really gives them something to think about. Do not go put out your own fires. What are you doing? Yeah, if the ship has oxygen, there is no way they can recover from that. Yeah, let's play until we reach the missile one. This is just playthrough. Experimenting, testing. Having fun. I hate these hungerers. Seems like... to use something against them. Please don't miss. The Doomfidge is fighting that creature for a while, okay. I'm actually helping them because now they have no oxygen for the fires. This guy just walks around and looks like a sloth or something. No, this guy looks like an anteater. That's what I always like to think of him, as an anteater. That blood might is basically doing half of the work. I want that, but I think I prefer the engineer. Hey. Not my precious ghoul maguses. Yeah, these guys will die super fast. I have to be super careful with them. They're so weak. I don't think I can make them last until the boss. Okay, cooldowns are working again, sort of. That smells like a fire. No, the Maguses were completely destroyed by the fire. I don't agree with this. It seems like the fires are destroying most of my games these days. So strong with the blood might and the other stuff. I have enough Everyone's stunned. There's literally nothing I can do because everyone is just stunned. And it's the psychers that are killing me, so I lost the Magus, I lost the husks. No, I think it's the ship. The ship is the problem because I cannot use the vents to extinguish the fires because guess what? The vents are on the back of the ship next to the door command. I just cannot get enough through and this is the annoying part. So now what? Okay, we'll lose this one. I admit it. I have no chance of advancing over here either, so I guess on this difficulty the fire will be the biggest challenge, and for that to not be a problem, I need stronger crew members in the beginning, and I also will need to stronger crew members, better sensors, better doors, or at least something that can repair better. And that guy doesn't attack anyone. It's like he's just walking around. Or I could simply try other ships, and now you see why it's so important to have a good starting crew lineup. Okay, let's go to the main menu. Cyberfuse is not that bad, but the problem is I need something that remains on the ship. Grimgar. I might play with these guys. These guys are fun. No. Yeah, let's choose the ship for the next one. Commander and Commando. The golden ship. I think this might be a solution. Because of the Purified the Gene Soldier, which is quite strong, but he'll be very weak against suffocation. I think the God King Mantle and having good ship weapons will be also part of the key. To be honest, there are not that many options. Because all of them have horrible effects, in my opinion. Or I could simply try this one out with the Assault Cyborg, which means I can teleport them into the... Yeah, I didn't want to try this one. Because this one is a little too easy. Heat shielding is kind of useless. The heavy ion lance... And the flux breaths, well, I guess it will be hard to keep them alive and they only have 1 damage, but it should work. Also like this one with the combat husks. Now, probably this is the way to go. Let's play a little bit as well with this one. We can see how it goes. You go over there to the weapon, over there to the shield. Yeah, let's try and get some crew members and then we'll go for the other stuff. Just call fire upon them. They're actually surviving quite a bit. I guess this is difficulty tier 6 for you. Very, very strong enemy crews. The cyborg is very, very strong. This is the maximum power of nearby units. Stop running away. Okay, this is awkward. I I guess this is a possible solution. Yeah. I guess strong borders like this will be a big issue for the enemies. Let's disable that. Another fire again. Many are very efficient at using their fire, sadly. We have to hope to destroy the shields. I guess they cannot really destroy me, but I cannot really destroy them either. That was an instant fireball throw. I should call them. Does this mean they'll extinguish the fire faster? No, it doesn't mean that. He's still working, he's still trying. Investigate. Found. That's not a bad one, I guess it can decrew very fast, I like it. Yeah, okay, we'll play a little more with this. This seems like it's a much better fitting for this difficulty, transporting a prisoner. I guess if they don't have space marines, we should be able to destroy all of the crew easily. Because it's 4 and 4, right? It's 8 DPS. That's enough. But I guess I still need something like this weapon or someone else to board with us. I'll keep trying. This will not work. We need to go and kill the crew. Well, at least he can man. The blood golems are immune to suffocation. That's good to know for the future. Okay, give me some good weapons. Chaos armor, assault drill. Okay, this is kind of like the best case scenario I could hope for. It's not really worth it because it needs something to breathe. Okay, that will make this so much stronger. Okay, I'll play a little bit more because I'm enjoying this. Seems like this is a much better option. Rather, this means the room will have no oxygen. Means we need to recall at some point. Yeah, but they do enough damage with the initial teleport that we can afford to be like this. Yeah. But just surviving because of their... Okay. This gives... What you... game, I'm okay. You guys cannot wear anything. .25% movement speed. Oh, whenever I see that, that's hilarious on that guy. Also try to go for the systems, modules, and equipment. Might be some good equipment over there. Yeah, let's go to the end of the level. Sometimes I just want to play more of the game because I don't have enough time to play it usually. If I don't play a lot now, I'll never get to play more of it. Enslave. Okay, this will have to do. Do I want to go for the missile stuff? No. Avoid the fire again. Okay, let's disable the shields forever and then do it like that. I guess once I have more attack power, another weapon, this will be much easier. Now that I think of it, I probably shouldn't have stole that gravity beam. Oh well, too late for that now. Exit. Just give me a good event. 24 scrap, that's amazing in this economy, right? Okay, this is working out much better, so I wonder how the developers will patch the difficulty up. Because as you can see, at this point, it only matters the ship that has a good starting crew, the other ones are quite weak. Smoke. Yeah, this is kind of funny because he can cause 15 points of damage when he teleports. Also, I wish the smoke would go away if you teleport. Yeah, we're a bit poor as well. I don't think we'll ever have enough scrap on this difficulty. Spectral drives, dodge spells. That's cool. Sumo ball 10 HP. That's cool. Baron conduit. Well, to be completely honest, this is always so good that you always want to take it in case you get some summoners. And you always want the Imperial Aegis. The Bombard is not that good. The Thrall Pit would be interesting, but I just don't have enough. Ignore it. It's okay, just ignore it. If you ignore it, it will not look at you. Techno Cult or Imperial. I guess I'll have to go for the Imperial stuff. Okay, let's play the Imperial sector as well. Hopefully we'll get something interesting out of it. Systems. Well, we can only hope we get a weapon at some point. Otherwise, it seems like most of the ships have psychers on them. They're surprisingly easy to kill, as you can see. Maybe I should never take my eyes off the enemy. So they're taking damage from... The Blood Golem just sits in the fire and does nothing. The Husk is dead. I'm really beginning to hate the... Why is the fire expanding so fast? Yeah, this will take forever to fully turn off. Fire, I hate it. This way you still have to do the mandatory teleporting. Oh, I thought I pressed it, but I didn't press it. I guess disable the shield. Well, this was a good run until I made the mistake with but I don't know. I just don't have any way to deal with the fire. The fire is super hard to deal with normal crew members. I guess you couldn't really call these normal crew members, but still. Why do they have so much evasion? I guess we just have to take the slow game. One. Okay, that's better. Oh, I guess they cannot really hit me either. Well, I guess they might get lucky with the beam. Just watching the game. Yeah, whatever. Just teleport. Make a hole on their ship and then teleport back. All accepted. It's like on this difficulty it's just better to accept their surrenders, which means just prolonging the fight. Oh, come on, not again. Why are they giving me such cool stuff? They know I cannot refuse that. Macro Devastator I could never really use. Could use some missiles, but I think the ancient thingy is better. Or war. Okay, that's it, and now I just have to wait for his teleport to work again. The problem is, if you recall both of them, I guess there should be a recall single target button. Great, fire. Okay, he looks like he's beating the heart with his fists, which is hilarious. I'm not risking it. That happened too many times for me to count. Okay, now he's stuck in the oxygen-less room. Yeah, this is not easy either. Even if you have all of the stuff you need, even if you get lucky with the exoskeleton armor, it's still a bad day. Okay, let's... That failed completely. But they are so low HP that it doesn't really matter. Munitions. Who destroys? Okay, this guy destroys the stuff. Oh man, if I could make him also invulnerable to that. I mean, if you didn't need oxygen, this would be such a great combo. Forgot to equip this, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't really modify much. The problem remains with this guy. I guess I might need to teleport them into separate rooms. My little husk. Hopefully this one will last longer than the other one. Wow, you get so little scrap on tier 6 difficulty, it's almost amazing. And the enemy crew members are so much stronger, otherwise we'd have went through this like hot butter. Enable that and only teleport him over there. And we'll just have to play the slow game on this one. Wait, why are both there? Did I make a mistake? No. It's by accident or whatever, I don't know. disable that because they have a lance. Cannot allow the lance to fire. Oh, maybe the lance fired at us and it... Okay, if that's the... That's what happened. If he could just walk, right? Please disable the heart. I'm not going to take any more chances. I just lost too many games like this. Also, where are all of my summoners? Where is all of my cool stuff? It's almost impossible to beat with this gear on him. Well, I say almost impossible, but I know impossible will become possible soon. Okay, so the main thing I learned from 90 minutes of the game right now is that I should try and extend the fights so I get a better chance of the enemy surrendering, so I get a better chance of getting more scrap. This actually makes a lot of sense. So call knowledge or agents. It makes so much more sense that you actually have to make them surrender to give you more scrap rather than, you know, killing them outright. Also, they lose so much health in the beginning. 5 to 22 damage. That guy is alone, but I cannot do anything about it. Oh. Not you, you can move. Just wait. One more second and he's done. Yeah. I guess that's one of the more useless things I could have gotten. This is beginning to be really annoying. This will not be a problem. They're just losing all of their HP super fast. If I just use this guy to teleport instead of both of them. Then I use the other guy to teleport where the rest of the enemies are. Then I switch rooms. Well, that's annoying. Oh, the AI is actually very good in this game. They're maximizing the damage they can inflict on me. So let's spend 100 scrap on a space marine, right? Don't have any space marines. Don't have any good weapons either. I guess we just have enforcers. They are fire resistance, which will solve the issue with the fire, I guess. Okay, let's play a little more because I'm enjoying this run a lot more. Teleport them into different locations. And that's it, they're dead, because it seems like most of the crew are psychers. Or there's a high chance that the enemy crew will be a psyker. Oxygen tank. I haven't seen this thing in such a long time. I was starting to doubt its existence. Now I see it. Now I know it exists. Okay, my options are really opening up right now. Okay, let's play in the exclusion zone as well. How bad can it be, right? I have to go for the weapons, then the missile. Well, I'm not sure if we should do the boss. Hey, let's see how it goes. Probably this will be better than the last time. I'm already starting to hate this. The lens missed, I was not really paying attention. This cannot be allowed to shoot more than once. I think this guy's much better just stealing the breaches on the ship. Oh, this is horrible. It's a miss. Yeah, I just don't have a good way of dealing with the demon ships unless I sacrifice my commander to... So he's a specialized boarding unit. Are you joking? You actually have to do this? Otherwise I don't have a way to demolish that. Okay, let's try the shield again. Good luck with that. I hate demon ships so much. The fact is I have to destroy the shields, otherwise it doesn't even matter what I do. Okay, let's stop shooting till we destroy one of the shields. Okay, quickly exit the room. He's actually having fun over there. He's like a kid at the swimming pool. Shoot, man, shoot. Give me the reward and I'm out of here. Immediately. Wait, what? Well, at least we have oxygen. Oh, we killed all of them. That was fast. That was fast, brutal and cunning. This is so annoying with these particular enemies. Oh, they got damaged by our stuff. What if I spread like that and then I get the stuff I want and then I just leave? The commander not being able to heal will be a huge problem. Hey, it's almost useless to even try and hit something. An extra lurch is annoying. Okay, it was trying to aim something at me. Okay, I'm just waiting for the shield to go down and then I'll have to use the weapons on the weapon room. Wait a minute, he's taking damage. Oh, he's just a little bit poisoned. I was afraid something was wrong. My shield not working. As I probably need to repair it, right? That's how it works, you have to repair a weapon. Or a shield. Yeah, it's very hard to focus on all of this stuff. It's not the fact that I'm playing the game for a long time, it's the fact that the game doesn't offer you enough information, and I think many people will agree with me that you don't get enough information from the game itself. I just go back on the ship, it doesn't matter. Just don't miss too much. It missed almost entirely. This game is heart-wrenching, especially when you're stuck in a situation like this where you have to make sure all of your shots hit and you only have a small chance. Okay, that was close. Something really funky going on with the ship. Age subspace 5. Oh, I guess it's almost impossible to see, so he cannot repair it, but he can man it, which is a weird combination. 160 scrap, that's a lot. Core sledge. Why, game? Okay, we're starting all over again with this nonsense where I just have too many good options. Also, I think I have to get a radium blaster. Because it fires two things, and this will never work. I can never really power up the macro devastator. Get that. Get the shield for someone else. I cannot resist. This gun is so good, because it's basically 4 DPS. Let me replace that for him. So the best weapons I saw until this point is the first englaive or the Thresher, the Soul Thresher. These are the best weapons I've saw. I guess I should give some stuff to this guy as well. Okay. That was actually a pretty good shop. It fixed most of the issues I was having with some parts of the game. Except when it came to weapons. About that. Now he will heal by killing enemies, that's okay. Oh, unless he doesn't kill anyone. What happens if they board me? That's a good question. Not today. That was actually a very smart move from the AI. I hate it. Let's just do a little bit of boarding action. Yeah, I'll do. This is seriously hard right now. Not because of the way the game works, but mostly because I cannot fight against fire very well. I have a lot of limitations. No, don't do that. Go for the shield. No, don't do that. So he'll go and take the chest. Hit shielding seems like it's useless. We called to take no. This is the only tactic I have right now. Even with one shield, it should be enough to deflect that. Spoiler is not enough. Okay, wait until we destroy the shield. Yeah, good idea. Wait until we destroy the shield. That's seriously hard. Guess the big problem is that the enemy doesn't care if it has ammunition or not, but I care a lot. Oh wow, that's too many good weapons. I cannot do anything about that. I could have upgraded my shield, but well, that's how the game is on this difficulty. I really need to play more to understand some of the other stuff. Very fun game. I'll have to try some other combinations. Definitely I'll have to give up on the cyber fused. From now on I'll have to play with only the cybernetic, and we'll see what other combinations we can get on. It's just not enough, sadly. None of the commanders work on this difficulty, because you just need a lot of items on them to make them work, so probably the mutant, the cybernetic, the archmage, the paladin to a lesser extent. And no one from this page actually works as intended, because they're just too weak on this difficulty. Okay, so the cybernetic mutant, archmage, paladin. So about 4 characters, maybe 5 are actually viable in this game right now. Cannibal can be good, but you see that you need a lot of support characters and that will not work. So we'll have to rely on a very strong commander from now on. See you next time, bye bye.